Hello, beloveds. Happy Wednesday. I wanted to share a little bit of insight and inspiration with you as I am doing my beautiful flowers, one of my favorite weekly habits to have. So happy midweek to you wherever you are in the world. So I wanted to talk to you while I do this about the importance of our intuition, because a lot of times we don't realize how important our intuition is until we then realize, wow, I wish I would have listened. Like, how many of us can say that, you know? And I have to say, truly, as a psychic and medium, you know, my intuition is not only about, you know, knowing what to say and what to do. My intuition is also really a part, it's my job. And so I really and sincerely feel that as a part of my work and what I offer as my gift out into the world, as an intuitive, as a spiritual coach, as a psychic medium, being intuitive is important to me. And this is why I know that I had to make the intuitive decision to stop drinking. You know, my intuition has saved me so many times. I remember being lost in the streets of Madrid. I remember, hey beloved, I see you. I remember being afraid of, you know, what was gonna happen to me, you know, what could happen to me when I was in Ukraine. And you know, every single time, it's always been my intuition that has served me. You know, I'm gonna share with you, when I was going to Ukraine and where I ended up living for 9 months and was voted #3 psychic in the world on their International Psychic Challenge, back in 2012, I had nobody to support me on my way out. And the reason I'm sharing this is because it truly was my intuition that guided me and let me know that I was going to be okay, because I had no idea. Different language, had no idea. Different people, had no idea. Far, far, far from anybody who knew me, okay? But my intuition is what guided me to Ukraine, because I had people telling me, oh my God, they're gonna sell you on the black market. You could get kidnapped, you could get, you know, raped. This could be a whole scam. Like, I had so many people telling me, are you crazy? Are you totally crazy going all that way over there? And at the time, I had been waitressing, I was hostessing. Isn't this the most amazing and beautiful color? This is one of the reasons I love these, you know, powerful phones, because of the quality of the camera. Because now that we're all so virtual, right, we need these amazing cameras. And so, little bruja tip, whenever I'm doing flowers and I find petals, I put them in my little on my altar here. So you're seeing some of my altar. Hold on. This is my kitchen altar. So I have my little golden pot, and I put different leaves and things on top of the salt to dry them out and make my own kind of potpourri and things that I use to add to my candles. So that's a little Tonya Bruja tip, okay? My Bruja day, you know, my Bruja energy. And also, just because you're here, so this is our water, obviously, and I always put a love note on my water, which is also on my altar. So here I've got my sage. You can see here is my candle. And so if you're really ready to, you know, amplify and multiply, you know, your intuition, I'm personally inviting you. Intuitive Incubator is really about accelerating your intuition. You know, for years, as I was just saying, it's always been my job to, let me finish my Ukraine story. So once I got to Ukraine, however, even though I could have been terrified, I was not at all. In fact, I felt so comfortable and peaceful there. I ended up making lifelong friends who I'm still friends with, all because I knew that I was safe. The Spirit had guided me. Intuition had guided me that it was the decision for me to make. And so I left everything. I left everything, sold everything, and left. And, you know, as I was sharing the other part, not only do I use my gift as a psychic medium in big ways, but in working with clients and teaching classes. Our intuition is so important. I've had clients who have made huge decisions, pregnancies, buying homes, all types of things, because they listen to their intuition. And more people are recognizing that, wait, I can't figure this out. And this is the thing, our intuition isn't about what we can think about and know. And so many people spend so much time trying to read books about intuition and take classes. And although I'm teaching a class about intuition, I am a psychic, and I want you to develop and cultivate your psychic abilities, because we all have it. Our ancestors relied heavily on their intuition. When they were trying to run north, they only had stars to look at and their intuition, right? You know what I'm saying? And so we've got to allow ourselves to access this super, power. And, especially as female entrepreneurs, we've got to be smart with our time, with our money, with our energy. And, this is the reason why in Brown Girls Who Coach, in the Mastermind, the mentoring and the mentorship, which is all, that's what it all is. It's a mastermind. It's also a membership, and it's also mentoring. You get group coaching with me. But anyway, the reason that we're starting this Intuitive Incubator first is because I want people connected to their intuition. I don't want you just talking about it. I don't want you just thinking about it. I want you doing intuitive practices every day. So for 3 weeks, we're going to be just diving in day after day. We're going to meet 3 times a week so we can really tune into your intuition. I wish if we all used our intuition instead of what we think we know, which is what always gets us in trouble. Today's lesson in A Course in Miracles is, it is only my thoughts that hurt me. And isn't that the truth? But in the same regard, isn't it also our thoughts that can heal us? And so this is how and why we also created Brown Girls Who Coach, because I know what I needed when I was starting my business, and there was nothing like me out there. So I created everything by myself. WordPress, before WordPress is what it is now. Are you kidding? I've had WordPress now since 2009. So I want to share some stories with you of growth and expansion, but also loss and transformation, mistakes and failures that I made, so you don't have to make them. And I've invested over $20,000 in business classes. I've taken B School, Danielle Laporte, the Desire Map. I did Todd Herman, Kimra Luna Brand. There's nothing I haven't done. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a licensed spiritual coach. So I did all these things so I could be of better service. So it's not about just keeping it in my mind, it's about using it. And that's why I say our intuition is so important, because sure, I can have all this knowledge, but using it and applying it. And this is why I started at the beginning with the drinking. Well, if I was drinking, there's no way I could have this level of intuition that I do now after 5 years of not drinking, because this is my gift. It's just like my husband. So he's so careful and protective of his hands. So he doesn't play basketball or do things like that, because he is an artist. We have to start looking at how we treat our gifts, whatever it is. If you can do hair, if you could do nails, if you know how to work on cars, if you know how to fix computers, we have to recognize how enough we are, but we also have to recognize it's time that we learn to trust our intuition, because nowhere have we ever been taught how to trust our intuition. Our ancestors had no choice, because they knew they had to trust their intuition to survive. We've lost touch with that. More of us are so disconnected from our bodies, and intuition is a part of our bodies. So believe you me, we've got breath work exercises we'll be doing in there, prayer, meditation, in the Intuitive Incubator. And this is a lab, so I'll be experimenting, trying things out that I haven't done before. So I invite you to please take a peek at the Intuitive Incubator if you are interested in harnessing and empowering up your intuition. And I also invite you to take the IQ, the intuitive quiz. Take the quiz, see if you are a seeker or a seer, and join us. We kick off on the new moon for a beautiful new moon ceremony. We launch on the 20th. I can't wait to have you in this intuitive incubator lab experience with me. So I'm going to sign off, and I send you so much love and light. Please also follow Brown Girls Who Coach over on Instagram as well as Facebook. I'll be sharing some more insight and information over there very soon. I send you so much love and light. Are my roses so gorgeous? Until next time, beloveds, peace and blessings. You're so welcome.